All right, so today I want to share with you guys a little planner hack that I made for my own planner. This is pretty simple to make. All you need is whatever kind of paper you want to use. I also have my template for download for free. I use my Fiskars paper trimmer. You need some Scotch laminating pouches, and of course a laminating machine. I showed this laminator years ago on YouTube. It's under $20 at the time that I got it. It's from Walmart. So is this Fiskars paper trimmer. I had it for eons too, when I was making cards and whatnot. And I love it because it has this little metal wire, which is a great cutting guide, so you can see exactly where you're cutting. Find this online. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it at Michael's. You can find it at Joann's, Hobby Lobby, wherever. The first thing I did was I downloaded some digital papers, and then I went ahead and printed it on some vellum. Now here's the thing about vellum. There are a few different kinds. Hobby Lobby has one that says printable vellum, or vellum that you can run through your printer. To be quite honest, any vellum works through your printer, so you don't have to spend that extra money on fancy vellum. This is the one I bought. It's by Helix. I think I got this from perhaps Staples or Office Depot. So once you print out your digital paper onto a piece of vellum, next you want to go ahead and grab my free template on my blog. So then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and run your digital paper one more time through the printer, but we're going to go ahead and use my template. I have my template on my printer screen, and then I have my paper right there, and we're just going to go ahead and run it through. When it comes out, this is what it looks like. It has the template printed exactly on your digital paper that's on your vellum. To mention that this digital paper came with the Happy Scrappy kit for Hobonichi Weeks. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and cut on the solid lines, and then you're going to score on the dotted line. I'm going to show you two different ways to go ahead and make page sleeves for your Hobonichi Weeks. One will allow it to slip over a bunch of pages and only be open on one side. The other way, both sides will be open, but the top will be sealed so that you can slip it over the top of your Hobonichi Weeks pages. So I have my trusty old Scotch laminator, and then I have this 8.5 by 11 pouches from Scotch too that I got from Walmart. I have already used my template and cut out on vellum paper. I want to make the most out of one pouch. I have two of my little sleeves in one laminate pouch. We're just going to go ahead and run it through. I'm going to go ahead and trim all of my straight edges with my paper trimmer, and I'll come back with my Fiskars and do the rounded corners. And I want to leave a very thin border on this side and around here. Because this is a page sleeve, we're going to cut the bottom edge very close to the paper so that we can open this up. Also going to do the same for the side that's going to open up and slide our sleeve onto our Hobonichi Weeks. So basically, on the side that we want to stay together, we're going to have a little border, a little laminate border, as you can see, or can you see? There you go. And then for the side that we want, the side that's going to actually slip over our pages, we're not going to have any laminate border. We're going to cut right up to the actual vellum page. Now this top section here, you can cut it with your paper trimmer, or you can go ahead and use whatever kind of scissors you have to hand cut it. Now again, because we want the top part to stay together, we're going to make sure that we have a little bit of a laminate border. So this is what it looks like. It has a little bit of a edge to this. All sealed sides will have that. Now if you wanted to label the tab and then laminate it, that's fine. I will probably change my headers or my labels out, so I didn't do that. A couple of ways that you can label it. If you have a labeler, one of those P-Touch labelers, go ahead and use that. What I'm gonna do and what I'm thinking about doing is I'm just gonna go ahead and use one of those wet erase pens so that I can erase it and keep reusing it. Because once you stick something down in here, while it is not difficult to take off. Like you really don't, want to be bothered with that, or at least I don't. So let me share with you guys what it looks like. This is what it looks like, and what I do is I have it on a few pages because back here I actually have some notes of some financial things that I want to keep track of, some also upcoming major expenses, and some home projects that requires money. I'm going to share with you one more tip. So for different type of sleeve, we were going to cut both sides right up to the edge. What that will do is that will allow this to open up on both sides, and you might be wondering, why would I want it to do that? Well, let me show you. There's a couple of ways in which this thing is actually brilliant. So if I were to label this week, right, I could have it so that it becomes a page mark. This week, open it up right there. Boom. No worries about where it's at. Now, granted, I do have these page markers here. To be quite honest, sometimes I don't like using that. So what I want to be able to do is just go ahead and feel for it and then flip to that page right away. The other thing is the sleeve can then become a dashboard where you can put sticky notes on it, whatever you need, and it's actually very perfect, and it doesn't ruin your page, because in Hobonichi Weeks, the Tomoe River paper is great for some things. However, sometimes if you use the full page sticky notes and you tear it off, or you peel it back off, it kind of ruins your paper, because the Tomoe River paper is actually pretty thin. Now, one more thing that this is great for is, let's just say we move this to the next page. A lot of us have these tabs that we bought from Shine Sticker Studio. And if you have the tab, then the other way, or this other sleeve, will not work because the tab has to come out of the side. So with two sides being open, it can now slip over your page like a sleeve, and we won't have to worry about it. Plus, it slips over the page. You don't have to worry about your tabs being messed up or this not working with it. It can still function as a dashboard. And more importantly, if we put it on the week afterwards, it can now become a shitajiki, or a pencil board, which prevents your back pages from getting ruined when you write too hard with a ballpoint pen. Now, when you look at this, I still have my tabs. I still have my two new tabs that I made, my sleeves. My sleeves, you can't even tell I have a sleeve in here because it doesn't protrude at all. My little envelope protrudes, but no big deal. But you see how perfect it is? So let me go ahead and show you where you can find the free link for my Hobonichi Weeks Page Sleeve template. If you click the Linktree link, which is a clickable link, go ahead and click that. It'll open up to this, and there, right there, you just click free Hobonichi Week Page Sleeve template, and that'll take you here. Fill out your name, real quick address, and it will be delivered to you immediately. So if you happen to download my template and you make your own Hobonichi Weeks page sleeves, oh my gosh, don't forget to tag me so that I can see exactly what you made, because I love seeing when you guys use the things that I share. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching my video, and if you enjoyed it, don't forget to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to be notified when new videos are uploaded, go ahead and click the subscribe button. TTFN, ta-ta for now.